Hello everyone and welcome back to another survival episode. So in this episode I'm going to be trying to do just a couple of things. Nothing too big or anything, but first of all you may notice that my elytra are actually broken. So yeah, I'm just going to go mend them up real quick with my gold farm. And we're back. So first of all, now I've got someone AFKing here at the slime farm. So it's just a bot, by the way, in case you didn't know. And we actually do have quite a bit of slime balls, so that's good. Did I just say slime balls? I'm sorry, guys. Because what we're building today is a tree farm. And not just any tree farm, it's going to be my own tree farm that I designed. So let me just get Schematica rendered open, or toggle the rendering. And there we go. So that's the tree farm. Down here, I may or may not change the item collection thing a little bit, so that it goes a little bit in the way I want it to go to. But anyway, the entrance is going to be right here. Let me just go into free cam. So entrance right here, common, and that's where we would sit AFK. Now the reason I want to put it right here and not like at a specific location or somewhere else or inside my spawn perimeter is because I want to be able to run all three of these farms at the same time. The slime farm over there, the iron farm, and the tree farm. And later on we're also going to have a cobble farm around here, so yeah, I think pretty much I want all my farms that are kind of needed for pistons to be in the same area. Now, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to use the tree farm for a very long time because the bones, so we need some form of bone supply, and we're going to get that probably in the next episode about building a mob farm. But for now, we'll just have to make do with what we got. As you could see there, we had a couple of stacks of bones. So, yeah, but anyway, I say let's just get this thing built up. If you want to see the material list, this is it. Ignore the leaves, because leaves are basically just like where I had some trees here already. And obviously ignore the leaves and the logs. But yeah, also these trapdoors down here, they're very important because basically what they do is they prevent leaves from generating next to the pistons. They don't have to be trapdoors. I think it just looks nicer because then they're like kind of a bit more flat. But basically we need some form of block here behind the pistons so that leaves can't generate next to the budded piston and update it at the wrong time. And so yeah, same thing over here. And while you're placing the redstone blocks for the budded pistons, just make sure to put some form of a movable object in here, just either like furnaces, chests, even obsidian if you've got it. I think furnaces is probably the best option, or a chest if you got wood. Or what you could actually do is place a bunch of slime blocks, just like 12 or more or so, and then that would be over the push limit anyway, so yeah, just basically figure out some way to stop these pistons from triggering while you're facing the redstone blocks. And yeah, I'll try to get a time lapse for me building this one. So yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Alright, and we're back. So I finished the thing. Unfortunately, time-lapse did not work out because, I don't know, replay file got corrupted or something. Like, the same thing happened last time with the World Eater. But, like, with the World Eater, it was just a little bit at the end. You could see I tried to cover it up with, like, a bunch of editing and stuff. Yeah, but here was kind of just really not watchable, whatever. I don't know what even happened. It probably was, like, something running in the background made it lag. I don't know. But yeah, anyway, we got it all built up. You can see that, yeah, I didn't test it out yet. I put in a bunch of bone meal in there. You could see, first of all, I didn't have concrete. I would have loved to use concrete because I think it looks nice, but whatever, smooth stone's gonna work as well. And our blast chamber, I did have to go to the end to mine the pillars there. Or not the pillars, just like a pillar, a little bit of one pillar just to get enough of, I think it was something like almost 5 stacks, yeah. Anyway, yeah, that was a lot of obsidian I had to get. Terracotta, I really wanted the blue one, so I had to go to a flower forest and get some of those flowers, the cornflowers I think they're called, to get the blue terracotta, and for the actual terracotta I just used some clay that I could find, but I had to find a lot of it, because there's like 2.5 stacks of terracotta, so yeah, that's quite a lot, and everything else really wasn't that much of a problem, and I fell in a hole. But yeah, anyway, now we have the item conduction system as well, so I already filled it up with the right amount of like logs, each different log type. So we have those 5 log types that can be farmed here, the oak, spruce, birch, jungle, and acacia. Alright, so for the item collection thingy, we're going to be using a cactus, and to make it a bit more fancy, we're going to make it like a floating cactus, or floating sand thingy, whatever. So like, anyway, the way we're gonna do it is by using a form of update suppression. It's not the normal one, you know, with like the stack overflow with rails. This one just uses the fact that the sand doesn't get the right type of update from the piston when it retracts. Yeah, but anyway, technically most of the time you just need one slime block. We need 2 here because this slime block would normally be like stuck on all this land here, but there's actually not enough to fill up the push limit, so whatever. Basically, you want the sticky piston to be pulling like a slime block or something that it normally would be able to pull, but like you want to fill up either the push limit or just not let it be able to pull, like using an obsidian or something. And it's gonna work like this. You see that the sand is completely floaty. Now what I'm gonna do is to make sure that it's stable, I'm just gonna place a button under there. And yeah, there. So now we have ourselves a cool floating sand cactus thingy. But anyway, I got myself some birch saplings. Right, so let's try it out. Let's turn it on, and let me just make sure everything seems to be working correctly. Yeah, we have the TNT duper going. We have everything going seemingly like normal. Let me get this thing so that I don't get squished by the leaves. And let's look at that. And from what I can tell, it worked. So yeah, let's just keep going a little bit. Yeah, it looks like everything's working fine. I think the pistons are pushing. Good. Let me just get the carpet auto right click thingy in a minute. Okay, there we go. And you can see we're getting the birch logs out here already. By the way, I didn't change up the blast chamber design. Probably should have because it's a bit lossy. But it's not like terribly lossy. I think it's okay for the needs that I'm using it for. So at some point I'm probably gonna build a faster tree farm, but at the moment I think it's perfectly fine. And you can see we're already getting the birch logs popping out, so yeah, that's really cool. I think I don't have that much bone meal, so I'm not going to be using it that much. So yeah, let me just make sure it like all finishes up. And here's how you stop it. Just turn the comparator back off of subtract mode. Okay, let's look at how much we got. And yeah, just like a stack of 12. It's only been like about a minute, so I wouldn't really expect that much, but anyway. To be honest, I just wanted to build something that I actually made, because most of the time I don't build my own designs for stuff, because I'm not very good at designing farms. But this is, yeah, it's pretty cool. Sticks can go in the cactus. And the saplings, I'm just going to put them back in my starter house for now. And also, as you could see, the sapling return rate is really good, because we started off with like I don't know, what was it, like 12 or 13 or so, and we got like 40 by the end. It was only like a minute. So yeah, sapling return rate, really good. It's also works for jungle, and this is how you turn on the oak mode. And just to make sure you don't get those tall, annoying trees that have all the branches and stuff. But yeah, pretty cool. I think I'm pretty pleased with this. So yeah. Alright, but anyway, one thing you're also probably wondering is where I got the honey. Actually, you probably aren't wondering that because it's in the title. But whatever, I haven't shown you my source of honey yet. So if we go down here, in this little thing that I made, this is where my old mob spawner was, that I started like right at the beginning of when I made the world. You can see that there's actually some zombies in here. I made this new section here with a bee farm. And yeah, there's a bunch of bees here, it's pretty cool. And there's some honey. So at the moment, there's actually not that much because I haven't been spending that much time here ever since I made my tree farm. But that's irrelevant. We have a honey farm. That's all that matters. And it's all well and good until I realized that I built it in the wrong dimension. I could have picked any of the 3 dimensions that I chose this one. So yeah, obviously, I mean, not obviously, if you didn't know, honey farms work half as fast in the overworld because during the nighttime, the honeybees go to bed in their hives. Which obviously is a problem because they're not making profit for me. But anyway, at that point I was kind of too lazy to fix this situation thing that we have going on here. I don't mind that much. I mean, like, obviously, yeah, it's kind of bad that we only have half of the rates. And eventually I will build a proper honey farm. But at the moment, I'm gonna have to do. So yeah, also we have a glass bottle supply. I just got a bunch of glass bottles, like a buttload of glass bottles from all the sand duping business we've been doing. See, I'm technically against duping, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, and there isn't exactly a good replacement for sand duping, so yeah, sand duping's gonna have to work. Anyway, why are we talking about that? We have a honey farm, that's pretty much all that matters, really. Yeah, now basically at this point we have 4 farms going on around here. We have the slime farm, the tree farm, the honey farm, and the iron farm. So yeah, pretty cool setup we have going on here. It's just basically all the starter farms you need. We're probably gonna add a cobble farm as well, maybe some other stuff. Technically, if you can count the mob grinder down there, that's another farm, so we can check that off the list. But yeah, that's pretty cool. But anyway, yeah guys, that's gonna be it for today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more stuff like this, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!